Buenos dias, 11 o'clockers. Look who's invited us to help out with the College Age Skit this morning.
Hi, everyone. It's good to see you all here this morning.
Good morning, Methodist. What's happening? And by that I mean, what in the world is happening?
I don't know. That's John from our college group. John, what are you doing?
Well, it is Methodist College Student Sunday. Maybe it's just what college students do.
But I don't like it. Look, it's stirring the congregation.
Well, you know, maybe it has something to do with today's Bible story. I know that the puppets and the college kids were going to join forces today. Actually, maybe we should just watch.
Friends, we are gathered here today to give you a lesson in leadership. A leader needs to have guts to stand alone and look ridiculous.
Well, John's got the ridiculous part down.
But a leader by himself is just that, all by himself. To become a movement, a leader needs others.
Hey, I think I've seen this on YouTube. They're reenacting that leadership lessons from the Dancing Guy video.
Why?
Shh, let's just watch.
Now everyone, look what just happened. You've witnessed an underappreciated form of leadership, the first follower. When a leader is out there by him or herself with no followers, it might just seem like a lone nut. But when you have a follower, you have possibilities. And it takes guts to be the first follower. You're like the spark to the leader's flint. See, now you're not just watching a loner by himself. Ah, and now we have the second follower, and we are witnessing the beginnings of a movement, because with two, you begin to have momentum. And from momentum, at some point you reach a tipping point where it becomes safe, even for shy people to join in, and eventually it's a full-blown movement.
Wow.
It's a moving movement. But what does this have to do with today's Bible story?
As usual, I have no idea. But we'd better get on with it. We've got a puppet show to do.
That's right. And we were going to talk today about the Sunday school series that we're having about people in the Bible who are just like us.
That's right. The kids have been studying people that God calls that say yes, just like we all can do too.
Let's see. We've done Jeremiah, we've done Noah, Moses, Priscilla, and today it's Lydia.
Lydia, remind me, what is her story?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because we are supposed to act it out.
Hey, let's have them act it out. They're already warmed up.
If you can call that acting.
Well, okay, so this story begins actually with Paul, who meets the risen Jesus on the road to Damascus. And Jesus asks Paul to spread the good news, and Paul says yes.
Why is he dancing again?
I don't know. Maybe he is so excited to meet Jesus that he's happy.
Anyway, so Paul starts out on his missionary journeys to share the stories of the risen Jesus. And eventually he's joined by Silas, who wants to help. And they travel together up to Philippi, a Roman city in Macedonia on the European side of the Mediterranean.
This looks oddly familiar.
And this is where it gets really interesting. Upon arriving in Philippi, Paul and Silas start to preach the good news about the risen Jesus, but they weren't sure if anyone would listen. And then it happened.
I know. The first follower, or the second, depending on how you count. I get it. This is what they were doing the first time.
That's right. So Lydia a businesswoman in Philippi who sold purple dyed cloth, she stood up and joined in. She wanted to follow Jesus. And not only that, but she wanted to help. So she invited Paul and Silas to her house, where her whole family was baptized, and her friends joined together, and they became the very first congregation in Philippi, Paul's first church start. And Lydia became known as the very first convert to Christianity in Europe, in what eventually became a huge movement that swept across Europe and the world, and we are all part of it. And like Lydia, we can keep saying, "Yes, Lord, I will follow you," and inspiring others to join